guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel to watch another one of my fashion stylist tutorials. So today's video is going to be quite simple. I really want to show you guys how I pack my suitcase. I know a few of you have asked me, you know, what's the best way to kind of pack suitcases and put designer clothes in transit. And I must admit, along my journey of styling, I've seen stylists who do not take care of clothes at all. So I really wanted to part on you some knowledge on the best way to pack a suitcase to make sure everything is safe during transit, minimize creasing, minimize damage, and all of that. So if you want to find out how you can do that, stay tuned. First start talking about suitcases. They come in all types of different shapes, colors, sizes, the amount of wheels, materials, you name it. There are so many different ones to choose from. So let's talk about the ones that I have. So I have three main suitcases. I have a really small one, which is like a cabin sort of size. I mainly use this for, you know, beauty editorials, which then kind of focuses on jewellery mainly, small accessories. And then I also have a medium one. So I use the medium one mainly for, again, beauty editorial. Maybe some of the pieces are a little bit more elaborate, so it can fit in that medium one. And also the medium one is good for test shoots. This again is where you just bring a selection of clothes to test out on the model. And yeah, you don't necessarily need a truckload of stuff. And then I have my big one, which I call my boyfriend. I'm not ashamed. It is big. It's the best suitcase that I have. This I use for all sorts of jobs, whether it is even like a blogger shoot and I need to bring like loads of clothes with me, that's perfect. When I'm doing a first time fitting with a client and I need to bring a large selection of clothes. For editorials where there is a big selection of clothing, or the clothes are a little bit more elaborate and detailed and packing needs to be safer, I advise you to invest in those sizes. Now if you don't have the money, I definitely go for a medium one, because therefore you're in between two, and with the medium at least you can maybe have carry cases or carry bags, which is also another thing that I use. Carry cases are amazing. It's kind of like those lifelong bags. You can get them in different places and you basically can just empty out clothes into it and just have it on your shoulder and pull your case. So all of these details for the suitcases I recommend, I'm going to put in the description below. So have a look. I'm going to definitely put the ones that I use, and I hope that is going to be useful for you guys. I'm sure that you can think of many things that need to go in your suitcase. But whenever I pack a case, I have in my mind 5 different categories of things that need to be in that case. So first of all, you've definitely got the clothing, and then you've got the shoes, then you've got the accessories and jewellery, then you definitely need to bring your steamer, just in case, and then also you need to make sure that you have your stylist kit. All 5 of these things I believe are essential for you to pack in your case. So make sure that you do the 5-finger check to make sure that you've got all of these 5 different categories in that case. Also, when packing your case, do not forget that you can have some trusty tools to help you pack easily. Things like bubble wrap, tote bags, shoe bags, carrier bags, sandwich bags, all of those things are really quite handy. You will see how I use these tools when I'm packing my case. So let's get to packing. So what I have here is my medium-sized suitcase. This is the perfect way to kind of show you guys how I would pack something quite lightly, say for example for a test shoot. So I always advise for you to go through looks prior to the shoot so that you could pack more efficiently. In this case, what you could do is actually hang up looks look 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and put it together. And what you then could do is just literally on the hanger, put the clothes in like that and fold it down so that it just literally fits like that. So already I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 looks just directly in the case. I can also get one of my clothing bags or a plastic bag and literally just lay it on top of the clothes, just like that, to make sure that they are protected. Whatever I put on top, nothing will drip, nothing will get on it. And as well, I've actually sectioned it off. If you have more than one model, you can actually separate the model's clothing. So you could put model 1's clothing underneath the clothing bag and literally grab model 2's clothing and put it on top. I sometimes find though that hangers do take up a lot of space. So I actually end up putting the hangers in the lid of the suitcase. Another option obviously is to fold the clothing in. You guys already know how to fold clothing, I am sure. What I do love about folding is that you can really kind of fold the clothing down and actually put it in corners just so that there is more that can fit in the suitcase. Now you guys do remember my tutorial on clothing mood boards. If you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and watch it after this tutorial. Now this is allowing you to basically plan out looks. A good way of packing your suitcase so you can stay on top of things is to actually print out that clothing mood board and basically place those outfit options on top of the clothes so that you know exactly what you're looking for. You know, you may have put looks 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The client may ask for look number 4 first. So you can literally go straight to the clothing, pick it up, pull it out and get that sorted. It is so much more time efficient. Now I've found that if you do end up actually getting any embellished pieces, sequin pieces, pieces with delicate things that could fall off, I definitely will put them in a clothing bag. Now you can get clothing bags from almost anywhere. I've made a mistake before by not putting clothes in a clothing bag, and I've had knitwear, chiffon pieces being literally pulled and tugged, and you do not want that. You want the clothes to be 100%. Most likely if a designer gives you a delicate item, they're gonna give you a clothing bag, but I would advise you to keep it in there and do not take it out, you know, unless it is being used or hung up on the day of the shoot. Make sure that any delicate pieces you have goes right on top. So now that I have my clothing in the suitcase, next I'm gonna put in the shoes. So when it comes to packing shoes, shoe bags have been one of my favorite packing accessories. You can get them on eBay or Amazon, other places online, even in the pound shop. But shoe bags are great for protecting the shoes, protecting the clothes. If you cannot find shoe bags and you want to cut the costs, one of my biggest tips, which I have shared with you guys before, is sandwich bags. So let me just show you how I do that. So I get normal, everyday sandwich bags. I got these ones in Asda. You open it out just like that. You fit the shoe right in. And then you just pack it on the side. And you do the same with the other one. I would advise you to do this, pack shoes all around the corners until you are done. So now that the shoes and the clothing is in, next is going to be the accessories. I stock up on sunglasses cases. So I put them in here, or if I've got a few that need packing, again, I will get a tote bag or a shoe bag, pop them in, make sure it's tight, wrap it up and make sure it is somewhere safe on the top. Another idea is to pop it in the lid of the suitcase. This can also work. I've also become a little bit of a box hoarder. So I have kept this box from Topshop when they had a little collab. And what I've actually done is kept all of my big earrings in this box, so that I know that I can literally just pull it from my kit and put it in the corner. But if you have got jewelry from another designer, grab a tote bag or grab a shoe bag or even some sandwich bags. Wrap up the jewelry, pop it in the bag like this, and then fold it and put it on the top. And it literally is as simple as that. If you've got a lot of room in your case, what you can actually do is gather up all of your accessories together and put it in its own separate bag. But it's great to kind of separate it safely and put it into all of the possible corners to make sure that you can get as much room in your case as possible. Now, let's not forget our beloved steamer. Most studios that you will go to will have a steamer already. I found sometimes that those studio steamers are not working properly, or it could break, anything could happen, or they could not have a steamer at all. So it's great to always come prepared and bring your own. I got this one, it doesn't break the bank, and it is literally one of the best items I've ever actually got. I've had a steamer before, but nothing really compares to this. So when I am packing it, I have got the option of putting it in a bag for extra safety, but I always make sure that I empty out my steamer. You need to make sure that everything in your case will not get wet and damaged. So make sure you are pulling it out, emptying out all the water, and then packing it in place. And the next thing you will need is your stylist tools kit. Now, some of you guys have already seen this poor tattered bag I've had for absolute ages. This is something which holds your stylist kit. If you want to know what you should put in your stylist kit, watch my tutorial on the stylist tools kit. If you haven't got a stylist kit and you would want one, head over to my blog also, because I am actually selling them as well. So have a look there. Make sure you've got it in a secure bag, pop it in the case as well, and there you go. If you do have any large hats or accessories going in your case, make sure that they also go in at the end. So stack them on each other, and then maybe even on the inside, stuff it with a little tote bag. I have loads of them, as you can see, and place it on the top. This way it can still fit in, and it's going to minimize the damage, and that way you can fit all of your larger accessories on the top. So now that this is done, let's recap how we packed the case. First of all, it was the layer of the clothes. You can either leave the hangers on or take them off and put the hangers in a separate carry case, or the lid or the cover of the suitcase to make sure it's out of the way but it's still going with you. Also, we make sure that we protect any delicate clothing. Delicate clothing needs to be protected by clothing bags. Even dry cleaning bags, the plastic ones, could work as well. Just make sure that they are covered. Next came the shoes. We need to make sure that the shoes also are protected. So invest in shoe bags, or again, if you're on a bit of a budget, sandwich bags work just fine. If you're working with really large shoes or menswear shoes, just invest in larger sandwich bags and you are covered. Next came the accessories and jewelry. Make sure that you bag that up adequately, especially if you have got precious jewelry. Make sure that you are bubble wrapping it. So yeah, invest in some bubble wrap and different packing items as well, so that you are safeguarded. And next comes the trusty steamer. We cannot do without it. Make sure that it is emptied out, or you put it in a protective bag so that it does not damage any of the clothing. Larger accessories also go on the top, but most importantly, do not forget your stylist kit. Stylist kits are so important. Stylist kits have changed my life. So once you are done, put the lid on, and zip up, and you're ready to go. So I do believe that this method works. It is an easy and safe way of transiting all of your clothing. Like I said, it's quite simple, it's nothing elaborate. I just think it takes real common sense and having the right tools to kind of protect the precious stuff in your case. Please be one of those responsible stylists. I have to say this to you guys. Look after the designer's clothes, because you don't want to just chuck it in and things get ruined. It's really not nice for the stylist who has to use the stuff afterwards. I've even wanted to pull from a few designers and they do not want to work with me because of how other stylists have treated the clothes. So if we all come together and basically pack our cases properly and look after the designer's stuff, all should be well. So I'm hoping that you did enjoy this tutorial, and especially for those of you who are quite new to this and just want to pick up a few tips on how to kind of pack your case and, you know, treat designers' clothing, then yeah, this is perfect for you, and I'm hoping that you did enjoy it and you got what you needed. Don't forget though, if you do have any further questions, to comment below, even ideas of things that, you know, you'd like me to do videos on. Comment below, I want to hear from you guys. Please also do not forget that all details, product details, it will be in the description below, so please do have a look. Also, do not forget to support and give your thumbs up to this video. I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Keep on supporting, keep on sharing my content, and I wish you guys all the success in your career as a fashion stylist. And I'm hoping that I'm helping to equip you with all the confidence that you need. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Bye.